wanted to talk about where they come from. The trainees come from Chuk, they come from Kosrae, they come from Pohnpei. We haven't had anyone from Palau or the Marshall Islands yet. 61% of our trainees end up working in the construction area. 19% end up in service. About 10% end up in hotel work. And we hope to increase that number. In the future, this year, we're starting, again, in coordination with the GCA Trades Academy. You, I think, heard Bert talk about the mechanics program they have. We'll be starting our first mechanics program for a group from the Federated States of Micronesia. That will be something new. The other thing we're working on is a 90-day nursing program for young women and also for men, which will be a 90-day program. At the end of 90 days, they become CNA, Certified Nursing Assistants. And the idea is they work here a bit, and then again they return to the islands. I think we've made a lot of progress this year. We're a very young organization, but I have to say that we couldn't have done anything at all without the support and the goodwill of so many companies that a lot of you represent here today, who've given our boys and our young men a chance at an interview, and some of your companies have actually hired these young guys. We always tell the companies, we're not asking you to give our trainees a job, we're just asking you to give them a chance for an interview. And we think and we believe strongly that construction firms and any firms here operating in Guam ought to look for local people first. Train people here on Guam, and then train people in the Micronesian region before we consider bringing in H2 workers. So we do appreciate and thank all the firms here that have given our guys a chance. And I'd like to name some of the companies here. And again, without these companies, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the success stories we do. And that is DCK. I think Mr. Tamari is here. I saw him. And LMS. And I saw LMS over there. Watts Construction and Hierarchy. Reliable Builders. TriStar. Big Shop. Advanced Management. Guam Plaza Hotel, Outrigger, G4S, Pacific Service Masters, Hilton Guam Resort. All these firms have hired our workers, and we really appreciate it. Also, is there anybody from Bechtel here? Bechtel was very supportive when we started our local training program. Also Shell, which is now IT. Shell has been a real support. We want to thank those people also. Hertz and Triple J, and of course the Trades Academy, and the Department of Labor, and so many of the U.S. military is assisting us. So we're really, again, very, very thankful. You know, in this kind of job that I have, it's sort of a 7-day-a-week job, and I'm always at the dorms at night checking on the trainees, seeing how they're doing. And sometimes it's a little bit heavy, but I remember I was at Shell gas station just a few weeks ago, and I was running late for a morning class, and I stopped to get a cup of coffee, and a big guy was pumping gas, and he waved to me, "Hey, Mike." And I waved back. I didn't recognize him. But when I came running out with my cup of coffee, he was blocking the door, and he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I said, "Well, I think I do." And he said, "Well, I was in your first local training program." And then I remembered him because we had a lot of troubles with him, and we were kicking him out several times. He was really a handful. But he said to me, he said, "You know, I want to thank you, and I want to thank CME for giving me the chance, for giving me this opportunity. I won't let you down." And then he walked away. And that meant, of course, so much to me and to what we're doing. A few days later, I was over at the Oka Payless parking lot on a Saturday afternoon, and a big guy came up, sunglasses, and a hat. Again, he asked if I remembered him, and I said, "If you take off the sunglasses and the hat, I might." And he did, and he said, "Mike, look at," he pointed at something. I said, "What is that?" He said, "Well, that's my car. I just bought that at 8K the other day." And he said, "Thank you for the job I have. I'm making $12.50 an hour." And he said, "I am, for the first time in my life, I feel pride in myself and in in my future. I got my head on right, and he said, thank you for believing in me. And again, what can I say? I was very, very touched and honored that we were able to play a part in his life. But again, it's not just us, it's a community working together. And it's all these firms that I mentioned and other firms that are stepping up to the plate to give our trainees a chance. And without the people of goodwill here on Guam, we couldn't do anything. So we thank all of you, and we want you to continue to support us, and if we give you a call to give our guys a chance at an interview. We have a table outside, and I hope if anyone's interested, they might give us their name card or write down their phone number or email so we can continue to do what we're trying to do. But we still have a task ahead of us. Too many people in the region remain jobless, with little hope. We think we can change that. We can find these people. We can bring them into CME. We can train them, we can teach them, we can guide them. And then again, we hope the Guam business community will give them a chance at employment. And in so doing, we will be continuing to make Guam a better place and also creating a stronger Micronesian region. So we're here today in hopes of recruiting everybody in this room to join us, to join the process that is now underway, the process of empowerment, the kind that transforms young people from unemployed and hopeless into successful employees and good tax-paying, law-abiding citizens of Guam. This is a story of transformation. It is change that is already taking place, and change that can accelerate if you join us. The economic advantages of empowering Micronesians are so vast as to persuade all of us to move in that direction. And this month, in the last 2 weeks, the story continues. Just 2 weeks ago, a new group of trainees arrived from the state of Pohnpei. 10 young Pohnpeians, just 2 weeks ago, said goodbye to their families, to their friends, to their island, and boarded a flight here to Guam. For many, it was their first trip on an airplane, their first time to leave home. They had made their decision. They have accepted the invitation to join our training program. The driving force that compelled them to take this bold action is, we believe, a force as old as mankind itself. The desire for a better life. The hope for a better tomorrow. This is a hope they harbor not just for themselves, but for their families, for the island they represent, and for their country, the Federated States of Micronesia. I think it would be really nice if all of us welcomed these 10 young Pohnpeians right now. They came by today to say hello. Here are the young men. These are the young men who just left their home island just 2 weeks ago and have started their training at the GCA Trades Academy. And the teachers at the Trades Academy are doing a great job with them. And I'm hoping that if you look into their faces today, I hope you'll remember their faces, because we are confident that 20 years from today, these will be the future leaders of Pohnpei and the future leaders of the Federated States of Micronesia. These young men are here in Guam to be trained, to work hard, to learn a skill, and then to go back home and build up Pohnpei. We hope that when they get through with their training program, that some of your firms might give them a chance to work and get some good on-the-job skills. Thank you, boys. Through these young men, our dream lives on. The dream we hold dear, that everyone in life deserves